Hi, this is Faith Bernard doing this video from beautiful Chandler, Arizona. In today's video, we're going to focus on once you've connected with someone offline or online, you're going to invite them into our Facebook group, Alive to Thrive Now. So what is the process that we take people through? Let me do a screen share here, and I'm going to go ahead and take you first over to the business group for our Alive to Thrive brand, which is Alive to Thrive Business. And this is where people that have business intent come. Now, if you go to the files area, so I click on files, you'll notice we have ISA comparison. I haven't seen this one yet by Zach Slobin. Enrollment and order guides, that's good. And right here is the revised step-by-step Facebook training with Bonnie Richards and Rod Brooks. So let me click on that. And notice on my Apple computer, my Mac, it comes up like that. It goes right here into my Firefox browser, and then I'm able to click on the document right here. And this is the document, okay? So we're gonna go ahead and click off of that. Don't need that open. I had another one open because I was working with it earlier. And then the other place you can find this. Now, Alive to Thrive Now is the brand that we've adopted for our overall team. It was actually started by one of my leaders, Bonnie Richards and Brenda Hartman. And we love it so much that we decided just to join forces under that brand. I do have on my right team, so that's my left team, but it's really my overall team. And then on my right team leg, we have another team that is strong and growing, which is headed up by Bridget McMillan and Mary Burrell and Denise Visitinsky and a whole lot of other amazing people. And they're calling their team, okay, just for perspective here, so when you hear these names, it makes sense, is Team Y, Wealthy, Healthy You. And I'm going to go ahead and quickly go over there. So I don't want to confuse you guys with too many brands, too many names, but just two teams. They're all really under one group. We're all part of Alive to Thrive Now, but we do have another group that's emerging with their own identity, and that is Team Y, Wealthy, Healthy You. So that Team Y, the Wealthy stands for obviously the wealth creation that we create with Isogenics. Healthy is obviously what we're all about, and the U has to do with personal development and developing you as a person. So when you click the files area of this group, you'll see that the 2.0, no, that's a tracking sheet. So let me skip past that for a minute. This is the revised step-by-step Facebook training, same exact document that I did print out. You can see it right here. And it's just in two different places. So it's inside this group, it's inside the Alive to Thrive business group, just for a point of reference for brand new people that are getting familiar with all this. And our desire is not to be overwhelming, but just to lay the groundwork and give you some simple places where you can access information. Now, I'm going to go ahead and go over to Alive to Thrive Now, which is our product page, but technically it's a group, but we call it our product page. And this is the banner for it. Are you ready to be your best self, Alive to Thrive Now? And as you're adding people to the group, you're going to do it right here where it says Add Members. So if you look at the banner, it's at the top of Alive to Thrive Now. Then just scroll down just a little bit. This is a search box up here, but we want to go down to this box, and we can pull up individuals that we know that we have asked permission to add them to the group. Okay, we have to ask their permission first. And just really quickly, some ways that you can bridge the conversation. Once you determine a need or you've made piqued interest, you either piqued interest or you determine a need, and those are two different approaches that can potentially lead a person to saying, yes, please add me to the group. And in this document, which I just showed you where to get it, if you're going to ask the person, are you on Facebook? So you want to connect with them on Facebook. The first thing, if you're not already connected with them on Facebook, if you're not talking to them on Facebook, but you're offline somewhere at an event, some kind of physical face-to-face, then be sure to just say, hey, are you on Facebook? And get your smartphone out and hand it to them. I could go grab my smartphone, but I don't have it right there with me, and hand it to them and say, go to your Facebook app, click it, and just tell them to find themselves in the search bar and then friend them and then have them friend you back right there on the spot. Also, get their cell number and ask, is it okay if I get your cell, so that way if I have any problems connecting with you on Facebook, I can text you. So that's another thing that you can be doing if you're face-to-face with someone. If you're actually on Facebook, you're either going to be doing one or two things. If you're doing the Max Steingart, which is a type of training, a gentleman that does training on making new connections on Facebook, and Debbie Martin did a phenomenal training that we just recorded this morning, and that will be in a list of videos that you'll have access to. She really did a great thing on prospecting, but we like to call it connecting. And she gets into the process of really connecting with people, asking questions, and determining if there's a need, and if there is, then do the invite. Sometimes what I will do is also pique interest, and if there is a sincere interest in once I've piqued it, or they responded to one of my posts on my Facebook profile page, I'm going to go ahead and then ask the question, would you like to be added to our private Facebook group? It's very positive, uplifting, and informational, and it will explain how this all works. So really simple, and the verbiage, or at least some sample verbiage, is right in this document. So I just wanted to let you know that. Okay, so what I'm going to do here is I'm going to look up posts that I've done inside this group. I just want to show you what an invitation, like once you've asked their permission to add them to the group and they've agreed to it, what that would look like. Actually, I just added a gentleman named Lance. So let's see if I can find him. And I'm not remembering Lance's last name off the top of my head, so I'm just going to pull him up. Okay, here he is. I think it's Protus. Probably not pronouncing that correctly, so I have to apologize for that. But here is the post I did a few days ago. So you'll notice here where I say, please help me welcome Lance to our fabulous community. He and I have been Facebook friends since 2009, however, just getting to know each other now. He was attracted to my Freedom Junkie post. He's curious what we are doing to upgrade our lives, plus create freedom. Please share how Isagenix has positively impacted your life. So there's that. And then I'm going to go ahead and click on comments. And I want to go back a little ways here. There's a couple things that happen. We want to have a really warm welcome post with the individuals that we add to the group. We want to grab their picture. And I can do another video showing you how I grab pictures. But right now, just for the sake of this training, I've grabbed the picture, I pull it off onto my desktop from his profile page, and then I go ahead and add it here. And then wonderful people like Gwen, and of course I've posted in here, and I'm sharing with Lance my story as well. I was for a while not doing that. I thought, with the people I invite, I should be adding my story. So now I'm doing that. And I copy and paste my story. I keep that in my email program, and in a file folder, and I have my story. I just copy and paste it and put it in. It saves you a ton of time, because one of the things that we do is not only are we going to share our story with those that we invite into the group, we're also going to be sharing our story to support other people's welcomes, the people that they're welcoming to this Facebook group, Alive and Thrive Now. Then I go back to my file folder under Isagenix, and I've also included verbiage that I just simply cut and paste that will take them directly to the first video I want them to watch. So I explain. So here it is. I'm putting in a link to our team website. Now, in the training here, there is a way, I am deviating a little bit. They're talking about going to the YouTube channel for Isagenix and looking up whatever video you think your person would resonate with. I think for some people that if they're new to YouTube and maybe not familiar with doing searches, it might be a little confusing. It may not. But just for the sake of simplicity, I'm taking them directly to our team website on livetothrivenow.com. So here is the website, and I'm taking them directly to the wellness tab, and we have the videos that they can pick from there. And the first one is called the Ultimate Food System, and it's with a wonderful yoga and fitness instructor, and it's very documentary in style, and I just love it. I'm going to click this off here for the sake of this video. And so I go ahead and just copy and paste what I've already saved to my email program. And it says where you can review several short videos. The first one listed is the Ultimate Food System with a yoga and fitness instructor, like I said. And then the second one is Are You Toxic? And it's found right here. And then at the same time, because when are people most excited? When you first add them to the group, that's when they're most excited. So I'm going ahead now and adding the second video in there right away. So I went ahead and added, and again, I have this all saved to my email program, and I just simply cut and paste. And again, I'm taking them back to livetothrivenow.com, and I'm simply having them now, taking them directly to the Getting Started tab. And there we have a video where it shows them with Eric Cougar how to get started, get their products paid for. Bonnie Richards has a fabulous audio on there on how to get started. And we have our 3 most popular packs listed there. These are all really key things. Very simple. Watch one video, maybe 2, and then go to the next page, which is our Getting Started page, which we list right here in the welcome thread. And we simply say, go here, watch the short 4-minute video with Eric Cougar on getting started, get your products paid for, and then watch, or listen rather, to the audio with Bonnie Richards, and then scroll down a little bit more and review the 3 most popular packs. So now they have a lot of good information where now the next place you're going to want to connect with them. But I also added a 3rd video on this particular thread because Lance was really asking about the freedom piece. So I put that information in here as well. And then thanks to wonderful people like Brenda, what we do is we go, and what I'll do is I will reach out on a thread. Let's see if I can find it quickly. We have a lot of threads here, so let me just see if I can find this one. It's basically a support thread that we've created, and I'm going to open this up in Messenger. See if I can do this quickly, and go ahead and put support. It'll take just a second to find it, and we're going to go ahead and we have, this is a thread that we created with our team where we can have conversations and support each other. And I would type in here, I just added Lance to Alive to Thrive Now, and we shorten that by saying ATTN, and please support the post. So now everyone knows in the group that I've just made that post, and they're going to come back here and comment and share their story. And a lot of them have already pre-written these stories, and then they're just copying and pasting it in. For speed's sake, we want to do that. But they're very sincere stories. They're all the truth. Everyone's sharing from their heart. I'm just realizing I haven't liked these, so I want to make sure I do that. And so now a couple things happened. A little mini launch party happened here. Lance was welcomed. He received several short videos to watch, which he would do at a launch party at a home. And then down here, he's been welcomed, so he's getting to meet other people and hear their stories, or read their stories, so to speak. And that is it. This is all I want to cover in this particular video, and then we'll get into the follow-up. What do you do now that they've been in the group for 48 to 72 hours? You want to be sure that you're following up, and we'll do that on a separate video. Your call to action is, obviously, depending on where you're at. If you're brand new to the business, you want to start reviewing the other videos in the training series. And right now, I have these videos, well, they'll stay here, but we'll probably add some of these training videos to Alive to Thrive Now under the training tab. In the meantime, since we're not there yet, you want to speak to your sponsor and be added to a 2-week Turnaround Mastermind group. And this group is specifically to train on our 2.0 Facebook methods to really provide support, interaction. We have a mastermind call every Wednesday morning at 7:30 a.m. And all the important documents that are just specific to 2.0 Facebook marketing, we put inside this group in the files area. So that way, you know, and then we will also have a lot of these things on our training website, or actually our team website under the training tab. But right now you can find these videos. Let me just show them to you. So your call to action if you're new, or even if you're not new and you just want to do a refresher, is to click on video training series and start going through these. They're all labeled. Most of the videos are 7 minutes long. There is one that's 14 minutes long. And our mastermind video conference this morning was a little on the long side. It was about 50 some odd minutes. Normally that's 30 minutes long, but we had a great time and we had 2 guest speakers, so I ended up going a little bit longer. So with that, but all the other videos are very, very short, and they're in an order that should make sense to you if you're brand new and you're just getting started. So that's your homework assignment, is to start going through the videos. I'm going to go ahead and stop this screen share. Thank you all so very much, and as always, we'll catch you on the next video. Thanks, everyone.